Let's get it together, defense.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action with Haskins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Jump.
On second down, this is Harris. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They run it here with Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd down, Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check, 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 check.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Out, 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 out.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 31-yard line. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dive up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
They'll take over. Let's go, boys. Bring it at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Will Fuller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin.
Like 41. I'm going to wedge that out. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, I got it. 41's coming. 41's a mic. That's it. That's what I do.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Harris to return. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, a run with Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense.
He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go back. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins, throw to the right here to Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 41. I've got a weapon.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready. I got you. Double tight. Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Check tape. Keep 15. Keep 15. Spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Undercrush.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check Mike 21. Not here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Second down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, it kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They go with the option on fourth down, left side. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He sets to fire. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On play action, Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Haskins on the keeper. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyle Rudolph. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Jags. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kiki QT with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now Haskins to throw it. Now in desperation. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called